thought-provoking topic, the profound experience of encountering God's unwavering love. Have you ever wondered if you can truly feel God's love firsthand? Stick with us and we embark on this captivating journey of exploration. But before we start, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on any enlightening discussions. Now, let's get started. Well, welcome to the discussion that we take you on this journey of discovering the genuine presence of God and His unlimited love. You might be asking yourself, is it really possible to tangibly feel God's love? Well, join us and we'll venture into the heart of this fascinating subject. Have you ever pondered how one can truly know that they are embraced by God's love and how they can tangibly encounter His divine presence? Today, we're about to unveil some incredible insights that draw from sources uniting over 4 billion believers worldwide: the Christians' New Testament, the Jewish Torah, and the Muslims' Quran. These texts all honor the same God shared by the likes of Adam, Abraham, Noah, and Moses. As we explore the teachings of the Christianity New Testament and the Jewish Torah and the Muslim Quran, a powerful theme emerges. God's love transcends boundaries. It loves that knows no conditions, one that radiates compassion and encompasses all. These teachings serve as a guidepost for believers as they navigate their interactions with others and the world. These profound passages can be found in various corners of these sacred scripts. Let's rewind for about 4 decades back to when I was a young college student, brimming with what I thought was all the answers to life, an enlightened perspective, or so I believed. It was during this period that I stumbled upon a television program featuring an interview with a doctor who had authored a book about near-death experiences. These accounts documented the journey of individuals whose vital signs had flatlined, only to be revived through medical intervention. Captivated, I eagerly bought Dr. Moody's book, Life After Life. However, what I discovered defied my initial expectations. These stories were not merely tales of people bargaining for their lives by promising extraordinary feats. Instead, they painted a collective narrative of overwhelming, unconditional love. Words fell short in capturing the intensity of these encounters. The love they experienced was so profound that they resisted separation from it, even when faced with the prospect of returning to earthly lives. Whether they were newlyweds or parents with dependent children, they clung to this extraordinary love. There's also this incredible account of a 4-year-old boy named Colton who underwent emergency surgery and shared his experience with his parents, despite his limited communication skills. His revelations were astounding. He recounted events from before his birth, interactions with family members he never met, and even vivid description of heaven. All of this from a young perspective, untouched by preconceived notions. Colton's insights were remarkable, aligned with the Bible's description of heaven, even though he hadn't even learned to read yet. His story emphasizes how deeply God loves us. To delve further, you can read the book, Heaven is for Real. It challenges our preconceived notions and invites us to explore a deeper understanding of this divine love. It is a truth that shines as brightly as the rising sun, reminding us that God loves us always. Let's encircle back to the beginning of this video, the experiencing God's unconditional love. Now take a moment to reflect on all the people you hold dear. Your parents, your siblings, significant others, aunts and uncles and friends. Imagine their love enveloping you. Now, in the midst of this warmth and envision God's love. It is the essence described in Torah, the New Testament, and the Quran, and even the narratives of these near-death experiences. Know this, God's love for you surpasses the love of all those you cherish combined. When you pray, envision the love of those around you and feel their love for you and your love for them, and then connect with God through this prism of love. Share your innermost thoughts and feelings. It is a profound connection. God desires two fundamental things from you: loving Him with all your heart and soul and loving your neighbor as yourself. Why the emphasis on loving your neighbor? It's because through love you fulfill your purpose in life, to care for one another. But you might ask, is it that simple? The answer is resounding yes. By loving one another, you fulfill what God desires of you. In this space, there is no room for sin. Sin is essentially causing harm to someone God loves, similar to how a parent feels when their child is hurt. So when you hurt another, you strain your relationship with God because you hurt someone He loves. So, what is love? Love is patient and kind. It doesn't envy or boast. It's not arrogant or rude. Love isn't self-centered. It's not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. It doesn't delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. Love never gives up, never loses faith, and is always hopeful. It endures through every circumstance. Love never ends. If you love someone, you remain loyal no matter the cost. You always believe in them, expect the best, the steadfast defend them. All special abilities and powers from God will eventually fade away, but love remains forever. Take, for instance, the account of young Colton, this journey to heaven as detailed in the book, Heaven is for Real. Colton's unfiltered perspective gives us a unique glimpse into the mystery of the afterlife. If you're intrigued as I was, don't hesitate to explore these remarkable sources yourself. And that brings us to an end of our explanation to experiencing God's love and presence. I would consider this channel successful if I have just one important person visit this channel, and that is you. Why do I say that you're important? Because out of 4 billion people in this world, there's no one like you. You are unique, you are precious, and you're loved by God and therefore a child of God. If you found this interesting, please give us a thumbs up. And this ends this particular video. All I ask you is to be curious and be kind.